Welcome to Greek Heroes. When you want to be well known, you need to do some heroes tasks to save people, so you will be recognized.
And when people face the trouble, the hero will give hands to help them and bring the peace of land. The famous heroes in ancient Greek mythology are Perseus, Theseus, and Hercules. Here is the lecture about three great heroes of all time.
They were well known by their topmost tasks, so we will show you the similarity of their tasks. It's dividing into three main points. First, they killed dangerous monsters. Second, they helped a lot of people. Third, they got some help from gods, goddess, and human. Now, let's move to the first point.
Hi, my name is Nin and this is Stone. Today we're gonna bring you to the ultimate information about the heroic tasks of our heroes, Perseus, Theseus, and Hercules. These three heroes had a similar task, which is killing dangerous monsters.
Of course, it's about time of hero. We will talk about the monster that our hero has been defeated.
Well, let's go to Perseus, the Medusa slayer. Medusa was one of Gorgons, which were monsters living on island nobody knew. But Perseus found a way by the guide from the Graia. Perseus looked at his shield reflection and cut off Medusa's head, because he couldn't look at her eyes. For those who look at her eyes shall be stoned.
The next hero is Theseus. Theseus was the son of King Aegeus of Athens. Theseus was known as the Minotaur slayer. The hardest thing to kill Minotaur was to escape from the labyrinth, a maze that no one knew the way to out. But Theseus would get out from that maze with the help from Ariadne. So he knows the way out now. Then Theseus killed the Minotaur with his own bare hands.
And the last hero is the famous Hercules. Everybody knows who he was. He was a strong and brave hero. The monster that Hercules killed and made him well known is Hydra. Hydra was a 9-headed dragon. It was hard to kill the Hydra because one of the heads was immortal. But that's not the problem for mighty Hercules. Hercules cut off every head and buried the immortal head in bulky stone. So, Perseus, Theseus, and Hercules did not only defeat those monsters, but they also helped some people and brought happiness to them.
Yeah, let's find who they helped.
Hello, my name is Daryl and this is May. We will present you about how Perseus, Theseus, and Hercules in terms of their task could help a lot of people.
And we will tell about the lucky people who were helped by our famous heroes.
Yes.
One of heroes, Perseus, helped Andromeda from horrible sacrifice and took her to her land. Like Perseus, who cut off the heads of Medusa, that's why everyone hadn't done it before. Okay, let's move to another hero, Theseus. He was the intellectually wise and brave hero. He chose difficult way why he came back to meet his father and got many obstructions. For example, the thieves who killed travelers and he becomes famous.
And that is the reason of saving life, because he killed all thieves. Like Theseus sympathizes with other people who need help.
For example, he helped Athens by fighting against Thebans in the Great War for the saving against Thebes. For bullying Athens, dead bodies who were insulted.
Theseus has done many tasks, including the adventure of Golden Fleece. He accepted announcement from the king of Calydon to kill dangerous bulls which injured and hurt people in country.
And one thing about Theseus is he was the relative of Hercules and also his friend. Theseus was one who helped Hercules when Hercules had made mistakes, and his friends fled from Hercules because they would not get trouble from him.
And during this task, he met his dear friend Pirithous. Theseus always saved his life and helped him to kidnap Persephone, but they did not complete.
Okay, we mentioned Hercules before, and now let's move to the details of Hercules. He was the strongest hero.
The first person who was helped by Hercules is Hesione. She was sacrificed to a sea serpent, but Hercules killed the sea serpent before it reached her.
But this is not the event that made him much well known, because Hercules was well known by his 12 labors, and some of his labors were to help people.
In his sixth labor, he drove away the Stymphalian birds, which troubled the people in Stymphalas town, and Hercules saved Prometheus' life from Zeus' punishment.
Like Hercules cleaned the Argians' stables in one day, it was one of his labors that gave Argian people a good sanitation.
And in his last labors, he went to the underworld to bring Cerberus, the three-headed dog of Hades. At that time, Hercules saved Theseus from the chair of forgetfulness.
Fantastic! They are not only killing the monster, but also helping a lot of people.
Well, they didn't face those monsters alone, but they got some help from gods, goddess, or even humans.
Yeah, but I wonder who helped them. And let's find out the answer in next chapter.
Hi, my name is Fai and this is May.
Hi.
Now let's move to the last similarity of them.
Yeah, it's a heroic task that hero gets some help from God, goddess, and human to get through some mission in their adventure stories.
First, we begin with Perseus' story. He got the weapons, sword, and aegis from Athena and Hermes on the way to kill Gorgon Medusa.
Second, it is this Theseus story. He has to kill the Minotaur at Labyrinth by helping from Ariadne, who fell in love with him and told him how to escape from the labyrinth.
And the last hero is Hercules. There are two tasks from his 12 labors that he got some help from human and goddess. First, he killed the Hydra, which their head will go up to more if he cut off it. So his nephew Iolaus gave him the burning iron to beat it.
Second, he has to drive away the Stymphalian birds, which plague in the city of Stymphalos. He can find a way to do so. Athena gave him a small bell for shaking to drive away the birds.
From all the heroic tasks in this point, we can see that they receive some help from God, goddess, and human for doing impossible tasks, and they are successful in every task.
Well, it's almost the end. I will summarize the important thing to you. Perseus, Theseus, and Hercules are the famous ancient Greek heroes. These three guys have three similarities. First, they kill dangerous monsters. Second, they help some people. And third, which is the last one, they got some help from gods, goddesses, and humans.
Well, we hope you enjoy our video. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.